Today, I want to talk to you about 3 stinky things in your home that you should never let pile up. But first, I want to thank HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. HelloFresh has a lot of options. In fact, they have more 5-star recipes than any other meal kit. They're easy to prepare. It takes about 30 minutes from start until you put it on the table, or even 20 minutes for their quick and easy options. They are pre-portioned, so there's less waste, but believe me, there is plenty of food to feed you. Something I appreciate about HelloFresh is if you need to change your menu or you need to skip a week, they are really easy to work with. HelloFresh is committed to making fresh, delicious food available now more than ever and has taken extra steps to keep its employees and customers safe. I think one of the funnest parts about making HelloFresh is how fun it is to plate them, to make them look at that. Look, anybody can be a good chef. I'm so proud of myself. Look how pretty that is. Love it.
It is pretty.
Go to HelloFresh.com and use my code Griffiths12 to get 12 free meals, including free shipping. This is so dang good. Go to HelloFresh.com and use my code Griffiths12 to get 12 free meals, including free shipping. I love this time of year. I love the seasons, and it kind of correlates with my life. I love every season of my life. But I like being able to be in a nice warm home by a cozy fireplace when it's cold and snowy outside, and just sit by the window and read a book or embroidery or do absolutely nothing and not feel one bit guilty. I don't want to do housework. I don't want to do anything. But there are 3 things that I do every day, no matter what. There are 3 stinky things in my house that I have to keep under control. One of them is my garbage. I don't let my garbage pile up. That is just not acceptable. Every day the garbage has to go out. And when we had kids in the house, it would be a couple times a day. Here, take this garbage out. If I cut up an onion, I don't let it sit in a bag under the sink in the garbage. I take this out to the garbage. And so it is really, really important, if you don't want your house to stink, to keep your garbage out. I remember when the kids were here with their little babies, when we had a lot of little grandbabies in diapers. And we had a porch full. I've got a picture, I'll put it in there, but every time one of them would change a diaper, they just toss it out on the porch. It was hilarious. But yeah, keep your garbage done up. The other thing that's really important that you have to keep up is, because you're gonna have to do it anyway, is your dishes. And that's a stinky thing. If you let dishes pile up in your sink, on the cabinet, those stink. And so, you know, when you're having dinner and everybody's done, even the little children, have the kids pick up their plates, take it in the kitchen, and wash the dishes together, or put them in the dishwasher, and make it more of a family thing. You all eat, you all do the dishes. When you're preparing your food, have a sink of water that you put your dishes in, so when you're done preparing the food, you don't have dishes all over the place, and pots and pans and things. Just, well, the more dishes that you have, if you have a gazillion dishes, you're gonna have a gazillion dirty dishes, because you're gonna use those dishes until you have to wash them to eat. And so you're gonna have to wash them anyway. So maybe limit the amount of dishes that you own. It's the same with clothing, which is the next stink bomb. When your clothes pile up on the floor, they start to stink. If you never do your bedding on your bed, you never take your sheets off and wash them, your bedroom's gonna have a funky smell to it. Bedding, textiles, they stink. And if you've got towels that have been sitting in a pile for days, they stink. And your washcloths,
when I use a washcloth, I put it in the laundry, instead of just putting it in with all the laundry, I have a little pan on top of a little pan on top of my dryer, and I just set them on the edge of that pan, kind of keep them separated so they dry before, you know, if I don't have a chance to get to them and wash them right away, at least they won't be in a ball starting to mildew. They'll dry out a little bit, but I like to do that. It's just really, really important to keep up on your laundry. When you're washing your clothes, you dry them, don't leave them sitting in the dryer. Don't leave them piled up on the counter. Fold them and put them away. While they're still easy and to press out with your fingers rather than use an iron, many of those wrinkles will go away if you just fold your clothes while they're still relatively warm out of the dryer. You won't need to use the iron nearly as much. So it's just, those are my tips for you. Just keep your garbage gathered up, do your dishes, and keep your laundry done. Now, I know that I am very fortunate to have a washer and a dryer, and so I don't have to let my laundry build up. If you have to go to a laundromat, that's a different story. But even then, you don't need to leave piles of clothes all over the house. You can keep them tidy in a pillow sack or whatever kind of container you use to keep your laundry in, separated. You don't have to let the laundry be exposed and out in the open and smelly. They can be, you can manage your laundry without having to do it every day. For me and Chad, I can't tell you how often I do laundry. There's days when I'll put a load in almost every day, but then I guess I do it when I need to. If I've got enough to do a little load of laundry, I'll do it. If it's time to wash the towels, I'll gather up all my towels and I'll wash my towels. I don't wait for one day to do all of my laundry. Because it's so easy to just put a load of laundry in and see it through. You don't have to have 6 loads of laundry on the floor in the laundry room to decide it's time to do laundry. Do one of the loads. Maybe do your towels one day and have those all done. Maybe another day you can do all the Levi's, you know, or all the underwear or the washcloths. Maybe, I don't know how often you change your sheets. Chad and I change our sheets every other week. And every other week I pull them all off the bed. And you know how I know how it's time to change my sheets? When it's easier to pull them off the bed than it is to make the bed. It seems like about every 10 days my bed is just so difficult to make that I just say, oh, it's easier to rip all the sheets off the bed and wash them. And then I just wash them and dry them and put them straight on the bed. I don't even fold my sheets and put them away. I just put them straight onto the bed. That is a really easy way to handle your bedding. So I don't know, I just wanted to give you a little bit of encouragement, and this is a start. If you don't do anything else in your house, that is a start. Take out your garbage, do your dishes, and keep up with your laundry. And I didn't even say make the bed. The best thing you can do every day is make the bed. But today we're just talking about 3 things. So that's what we'll focus on. And anyway, I hope I'm not rambling here. I hope I've given you a little good advice to go on, and just do it. And leave me a comment in the comment section below if you have tried this and it works for you. Kind of give me a testimonial down there, if you will, on what you do to keep your home up and functioning. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you again next week. Thanks for watching.